Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of WarPlan. All right, well, I'm sort of kind of made a decision. I mean, it's not dramatic or anything, but I think we're going to hold off. I don't know if until June, but a turn or two here. So that might mean June. On attacking the Soviet Union. Yes, I know that by the calendar and the current weather, now is really the time to be attacking. I don't have a doubt on that. What I am considering is we'll have 6 German bomber units, maybe an Italian bomber unit, because I don't really know. Well, it may be useful, the Italians, in going after the. I've already declared war here. Started to move up on Italy's declared war on Vichy North Africa. And yes, I know some of you proposed using the 2 armor mech units to make this go faster. They're in the Allies. Yes, I know Britain could send forces down there to join this, giving sort of a Narvik-like situation for me, but I'm considering that to be low priority at this point, or low likelihood, and I may be entirely wrong on that. We will see. I don't know if we'll do any naval invasions, which obviously gives them more time. Well, we'll see. We're building up Italy, landing ships support. We'll see about doing some more landing ships. I think we can afford that, but so we're gonna push there. Yeah, I'm hoping we can do most of the stuff on our own. Once we get get this port or this port here, just simply by walking to them, we can just do regular naval transfers. And so I'm hoping that by doing that we could then maybe, I don't know if we can take out Gibraltar. My understanding is the later version now has a beach province, sort of like Malta does, for naval landing a little better. This version doesn't, as far as I can tell. So we're sort of stuck with probably leaving Gibraltar there, but that's it. And we're going to have this corps showing up somewhere pretty soon along the railways, and this corps is coming down, so it will be 2 more corps as well, and a lot of air power striking hard is what I'm really thinking is going to turn it, plus also a near immediate push up from Iran, because we can see here the railways connect all the way up to here, so with our supply links we'll be able to push hard, cutting off Baku and Grozny up here, and securing the oil, and hopefully securing a port out through Batumi, or however you say it down here. So doing all of that, and I think that, because if this is reasonably accurate as to what they have down here, they're totally unprepared for an attack there. They're mildly prepared here. I'm not saying, I mean, my God, if we were to have these 5 armor units here, the 3 German and 2 Italian ones, added to here, which is normally sort of what we would be looking at having, we could really punch deep through some of this, I think. But I think right now, I really don't think we can, and I'm sure the Soviets in a way are getting stronger. But how do I put this? They may be stronger overall, but are they going to be stronger where it counts? And so long as you have local superiority, and we really don't know what these units are like, are they like these sort of weak Italian forces, or whatever, 6.5 or 6-5s, or are they more like the 12 and 14 strength infantry corps here. You know, just what are these? And yes, we'll learn, and I'm sure some of you have played what these, you know, played this, and we'll see. But so I'm just thinking if we crunch up into here, that will force lots of redeployments and changes. So that's what I'm looking at for our delay. Okay, now let's look. Do we want to produce anything here? Well, Italy we just mentioned for some landing craft. They have a stockpile. Don't really think anything we're going to actually buy here. So let's come here. Let's look at landing ships. 15. Oh, I need to turn this way down. It's really noisy on my speakers. And 15. There we go. That will help for possible naval invasions in the Med using the Italians. Germany. Okay. Well, let's go over. Look over to Germany. Yeah, I think a few of these security divisions would probably be useful. I mean, there's all kinds of things that would be useful. 320. Submarine group. Yeah, no, I think we will do some of this. They can help a bit on some of the offensive, plus just, like they say, security divisions. It only takes 60 days to build. Okay, I think 3 starting right now. We'll probably be doing more. It's not the question whether that's enough or not, but it's some to get going on. Because we will be using the core or not core, but the army HQs as a bit of a rear area security as well. And of course we have a lot of Romanian, Hungarian, and Yugoslav type forces to help with that, and possibly some Italian forces, I'm thinking more so now. Yeah, mentioning that, let's move 2 of these corps here now. Well, we have 1 corps up there, so let's move there. And you move there. That means we should probably see about moving this HQ that way too. Next turn on the rails. So that we have at least an HQ in the area for them. Okay. Because then some of these corps here and some of these corps here will be moved to the North Africa front to better protect those. Okay, let's see other production. No, I don't think so. I want to just check. We have you that can go out to sea and get on a supply line, and you can make it back to a port to get resupplied. There we go. I think that's all of our naval movement. And I was corrected about the submarine pens. I thought the ones at Lorient actually assembled submarines. They did not. And sorry, I forget these things, and when I start talking about them, who posted it, but he posted all the list of where they were being built back up in Germany. But yeah, they did do major repair and maintenance work on them, but no actual assembly work on them. I thought they did, but no, I was wrong. Okay, you learn. I love learning more about this. Okay, so I think we are done thinking about. Oh. We got a lot of command points. Do we try to build a new 130? No. Italy, what's Italy's? 130 also. Or do we just upgrade? Maybe we should just see about upgrading. Okay. Looking for maybe not so much bad, but some less good. Okay. Just looking to see what my current choices are right now. We definitely want Rommel down here, 877. That's really good. Let's see, who do we have? Ooh, we could do von Manstein 966. Hopner is... oh, not really better. Von Kleist 765 again. It just where if we're looking at Guderian 785. Tenacity. Okay, I rate Guderian as very high. Some of the others I don't know. Other people don't maybe rate him as high as I do. Okay, okay. Well, just out of, let's see what we have here. What is it going to cost to put von Manstein in? 35 points. Ooh, that's going to cost about all we have here. Yeah, we'll do this. Do we want to give them the Southern Command, or do we want to give them... this command here. I think this command. So he will be down here. Yeah, help with a lot of these units. And we have also okay. It's gonna cost 100 to add a specialty to this force. These guys here are already tank destroyers. I think you can only have one specialty. These are river crossing engineers. Thinking we may get the biggest boost or biggest opposition here, so let's, that gets these guys basically up to an armor core. Gets them sort of into a super core. They already have the tank destroyers there. So we only have one armor down here. But we do have those rivers to get across. Halves river penalty. Let's click off of that. What, if any, do we have? Romania, no. No specialty points there. Or that are not enough to do that. What might we be able to do for Italy? And yeah, okay, they have some specialty points. Coming north, there's rivers, but I really think tank destroyers are where we are going to do best, so that will help them. That will help them some there. Hopefully it's going to help more than one, but even a one factor help, because they're just sort of exhausted because they're all stressed out being moved across. Yeah, we're going to go with that. And down here, I think, just looking at this river, the Dniester, these other rivers here, the Dnieper, and whatnot. Not that other units aren't going to face them, but if they're going to be one of like maybe 2 armored units river crossing, I think we will do so. Don't know how much of it we're going to face in tanks. So let's do that. Okay, that will hopefully improve all of that well. Okay, well, let's continue forward. I do take your suggestions in mind as to what to do. Seriously, it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Sometimes maybe stupidly I won't do it, but other times I just have my own plans. So keep up on suggestions. Don't feel discouraged just because I didn't take them. Okay, naval air training advancement for 4 in Italy. The southern group sinks 1, and we're no longer losing anything in the Mediterranean. Yay! Germany's lacking merchant. Yeah, we need more merchant marines. We know that. We need that badly. Okay, no more merchants until, let's see, July for you, and I think it's also July for Germany. Yes, July for Germany. So we are not doing well. Let's go with some simple things to sort of do. Yep. No. Gotta remember to do the correct click. Okay. These are sort of no-brainer things. Just get the forces up here and relative good capabilities. Get to there. Slow across the desert. Now we got to get our forces off Malta. I don't think we need to keep occupying it. It could be a mistake. But, we're going to wait on those. We may do those by rail. We'll see if we have any other important rail movements for Germany. We got you. Let's get you up to... Okay, let's cancel that. Let's get you off the railway. Now, come by rail now. Okay, so we have a 3-corps Italian army here to help go after the Soviets. Here. Put you on the rails. No, let's see, we could move. Oh, we could move them down to here, I think. These guys to here. And now, get them up. near the front as fast as possible. Okay, good core here. Put you on ships. Let's see. Well, we can get you down to port again and then rail next turn or here. Yeah, that's probably the best. Get you down here. And then get you off out of the ships. Okay, and yes, you come up and hold an Arctic port. Okay, so basically this is how we're going to leave the occupation of Norway for now. I don't know if we're going to try anything coming around for the Soviets in the north. We will see. They're all sitting on the border. The red line is the old border. The other one is the current. I am going to press out of. Oh, that may have been what I should have done, is move them German corps up here. That's an idea. We are very Sun Tzu. I like Sun Tzu's ideas. I'm an imperfect practitioner of Sun Tzu. Generals tend to want to take the direct approach. You know, drive to Moscow, the direct approach. It's only after, and he talks about this, after the direct approach has proven unsuccessful do they take the indirect approach. Well, that's what we're trying to do, the indirect approach. Yes, Moscow still is the key, but this is sort of the indirect approach here, and I'm thinking that maybe if we get I'd love a couple of German Panzer Corps, but we just need them in other places. But an extra German corps or two that could push along here and then towards Archangel to like cut off any supplies, then lease stuff, might be a thing to think about. That might be a thing to think about. Okay, well, I don't know of any other major rail movement needing to be done by the Germans this turn, so let's see, we can put you on railways, not have to spend the fuel. That looks good, get you up to there. You on railways. I love this railway system so much better than strategic commands. Okay, what else is on the rails that we can move? Doesn't look like anything. Yeah, they're not on rails, or we don't have enough. Yeah, okay, so you guys, let's see if we can fly them to a base that's sort of basing it, and then we can stick them on rails, but still close enough that we might fly them. We need at least a couple. Well, I want at least a couple of bombers here in the south. I don't know how much that river line is going to be. Oh no, not the Italians. I don't want the Italians right now. Okay. Rail link there. We're looking to use the Italians. Here, well, we could bomb these guys. Why not? Okay. Lost a bit. Okay, that was good. Now, okay. Let's put you on board ships. Let's see, where can we get you to? Well, we're going to move them by rail probably anyway, so from there. So let's get you up here and out. You come here. Thinking about using this corps here. The 12th Corps as part of the invasions of And we may do an actual invasion to or Iran or something like that here, and then being a stronger force, one corps that, yeah, could use it on the Eastern Front most assuredly, but against any counter invasions, to have a strong corps, strong German infantry corps there would be useful as well. Okay, I'm sort of liking that. I know a few of you think I should have already gone, and maybe I should have, and definitely by the calendar and the seasonal situation I should have attacked. But I just, again, moving all this up here and getting that air actually here and ready to operate, I think will be a tremendous improvement. Now, production here. Okay, Germany has a fair amount. Italy has an okay-ish amount. Okay, just the airfield is ready to deploy, and we're not deploying that at this time. Yes, more occupation. But, yeah, we don't have the 500 for that. We don't have the 400 for that. Another mountain corps. Another large infantry corps. We have one more paratrooper corps coming. In 20 days. Maybe we should go with another Flieger Corps. Or should we even go with we can't really afford that. We can afford this, but just oh so barely. Okay, we're going to go with a close support ground attack group. Okay, that just didn't bankrupt us or anything, but just really ate into our possibilities. Yeah, no, Italy, we need to use other things with Italy's for the time being. And quite honestly, if you're disagreeing with my strategy, say so. And I may be very wrong on my choices, and I don't mind you giving me your thoughts. Okay, you're sort of there. Okay, you guys. You struck there. Now, let's see. We don't want to really try to mess too much with the Americans, so we're not going to go too far west in our submarine operations. Let's come down here. Now, I was suggested doing a Wolfpack type operation, so well, maybe we should. Let's move you there, and you right on top of them. So we'll strengthen that up a little bit to see if we can maybe do some more damage there. Well, maybe once we get here we can break out. I don't know if we can break out past there once we're in. Probably not. But maybe, I don't know. We will see. Oh, we don't need this guy here. Rhodes is, well, it may not be perfectly safe, but it's not likely to, or not going to have any partisan outbreaks, and I don't think any invasions likely around here. So well, this turn we'll just go garrison to active service, and then next turn we'll see about moving that. Okay, well that looks good. Sort of just a short turn of movement. Okay, Italy, breakthrough advancement level 1, supply convoy at that, destroying stockpiles by enemy air forces. Attack that. 2020, where did that happen? Oh, supply convoy, 153 by 29. I gotta check that out. 153 by 29. Okay, 153 by 29. 153 by 29. 53 by... Huh? Up here, maybe. 153 by 29. Okay, so they attacked here with some air attack, I gather. From here. Oh, the British have moved down here. Okay. There they are. Well, you come here. That was your job. Your job is to come to there and then to here. Because now we're going to, well, let's put you on board ships. And you're going to come to this port. And you're going to get out. And you are going to get on board Italian ships. And you're going to come out to this port. And you're going to get out. So that we now have much more of a force. Okay, so they struck up there with some sort of air assault. Okay, well, our bombers, they can come to here. So we can attack some of these bases. Okay, well, the British used their ability to get some air there. Very good for them. And it may be worth doing, but... Okay, I want to look at our supply levels. Supply. Oh, okay, we got to 6 to there. That's good. So that tells me that, yeah, we'll just go to there. Oh, okay, again, supply. 2, 2, 2 in the mountains. So let's go to there. That mountain infantry will be a little late to the show, maybe, but they're coming, and so will the corps. Once we get them over on this railway here, we can probably take the time to move those corps, get them up there fast, so that they're sort of useful in the operation. Yeah, let's do this. German Corps, put on board ship. I know we just unselect all groups and then select this group. Helsinki. I want to make sure that the other guys get off onto be on the railway here when I get them off. Okay, so they're going to maybe railway up to here. I think that's probably better because we can push here probably a little better along with those fins. So again, indirect, we're going to put pressure on up here. I don't know that we're going to quote-unquote march into Leningrad or anything like that, but we're going to put pressure on up here. Obviously sort of hold, you know, north of Leningrad, but put pressure there. And they can ignore that at their peril because I don't know how good our supply would come through to here across from Finland, the road, but if we can, you know, hold here, push along here and take out Archangel, if they don't honor this threat, we've cut off the northern supply route. again here, bursting out with armor, mountain troops, whatnot. They're going to have to create a front down here to stop all of this. I'm saying they can't. I'm not, God, because I haven't done this. I'm not saying that they're not going to zip over a bunch of, good units along here and hold it, Grozny, Maikop, or whatever very quickly. Maybe even Baku. But that's going to severely weaken their ability to hold their western or eastern front. So, yeah, I'm looking at that as the indirect approach. And so the indirect approach may be, a pincer movement north out of here into Moscow, and just sort of because I don't plan on putting large forces up here just because of supply, lack of more panzer units, but although they could be shifted around. Probably not a pincer, and also the swamps up here and whatnot. Probably not a pincer movement south of here, but a good holding movement there. Or it could just simply mean that they've got to react to up here and hold here, and they've got to react to down here, which would then allow a more direct assault after they voluntarily weakened the central front, if you will. So it just depends on how the AI honors these threats to it, as to what happens. That we're looking at. Yeah. Okay, so I really wish this was better. Okay, we have the L Corps. What is that? The 50th Corps, 20th Corps? God, I don't know Roman numerals well. It's embarrassing. Okay. Well, before we deploy that, we have to, I think, deploy it around Warsaw because of the industrial zone there. Trying to think. I want to hit like these guys in here with some good infantry attacks. Oh, probably the armor is going to need to punch through too. Punch through here. Probably have to take out the Brest-Litovsk fort or something. Get supply. I don't know. Come through here and push to Minsk, and push from here south to Minsk, trying to create something of a pocket there. Hopefully. So, well, to do that, we need a few more units. I really wish I like stacking. Okay. Will you come to here? This is the weak Wooding Corps. Okay, that we'll see about deploying here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're not going to do the airfield this turn, and no, I don't think there's anything. We're just waiting for merchant ships and things that auto deploy to the pool. Okay. Yeah, I guess these guys can just come to here. Put on board the trains, you get to here. Okay. Two good ground attacking corps or Flieger Corps. And two basic Allied Flieger Corps there to intercept their air or do light attacks. More air here to push there. These guys. Well, we get them to somewhere like let's put them on trains. We can get them maybe right to there. They can attack things here, or they can attack things down here. Flexible, that's one thing that's good with the air power. Okay, range of 6, range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't be on the front line. So maybe here for a being prepared for an airborne operation. Into Germany, and let's see here, onto ships, to this port, and then get out of the ships. There we go. Okay, so we've got a fairly good Italian army down here now. We'll move some of these across the desert to there, and some up taking Tunis and whatnot that way. That's looking good. We did our submarines. Last turn we got them to here. They're sitting on the line. Now effectively, well, we'll move you a little bit. Hopefully there. We'll catch some operations. And, well, we have 4 Flieger Corps, which has basically kept us protected from bombing. I'm seeing some air back here, but not a whole lot since they moved some down to the Mediterranean. Let's see about picking up this Flieger Corps here. Fighter, ground attack, bombers, fighter, ground attack, bombers. Okay, I think here maybe. There we go. I don't want to weaken it any more than that because we got 1, 2, and 3 with down in Paris here. And there's no sense in weakening it too much. Where do we have? Do we lose an Italian corps or a Flieger corps somewhere? No, I guess not. They're obviously going to be supporting us down there. Production queue. Lots more divisions coming. Some more corps. More parachutists. June 10, so next turn we're getting another Panzer Corps, and I think the Cavalry Corps. Submarines are doing good, but I don't know that. I think this is more important. As a timely matter. Okay. Okay, that's 6 divisions coming for rear security, and that, in no way am I saying that's enough, but it's, I think, enough to start with. And I'm also considering the. And we can move them via rail, some of these other guys, up and out someplace. Could even maybe bring in the Taranto or one of the other Italian port garrisons here after we get some of this a little more secure. Alright, I think that's good. Well, let's look at where there's partisan activity. Okay, there. Up there, that's alright. Cuts off their supply, but they can be supplied via sea. Port supply, yeah, they're interdicting our port supply with, I think, the the air power there, but we will hopefully change that very soon. So let's see how this goes. Yeah. Nope, more air down there. Well, they've shifted back a bit. Stalin 5-year plan succeeds in increasing production and war readiness for the European conflict. Germany assault advancement to 4. Okay, convoy group, South Atlantic convoy lane, 2 groups sinking 2 convoys. Very good. Group North Atlantic convoy groups sinks nothing. Lacking. Yes, we know we need more. Transport. What can we deploy? Yes, panzers, cavalry. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Well, I think we're going to save this now. I know that's what we're going to do. And we're going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking if you would. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And of course, I want to hear your comments on some of my strategy and thoughts. Yes, I know attack earlier, but practical realities of conditions have slowed that up. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. And see you next time for more historical gaming.